Contrary to statements made by Police Commissioner Leroy Brummel on Monday, up to late this afternoon, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions had still not received any file from the police about the Agricola shooting death of 17-year-old Shaquille Grant. The teenager was shot dead on the eve of his 18th birthday when a group of policemen swooped down in the area and opened fire on a group of young men who were hanging out in their own backyard. Grant was killed, another youth was injured, and 2 others were arrested. At first, the police claimed that the youths were planning some criminal activity. When that story fell apart, the police then claimed that a group of 4 young men using 1 handgun opened fire on a vehicle carrying 6 heavily armed police officers, and the police fired back. That story too began to fall apart, and the police placed the officers who were a part of the squad on desk duty and launched a full probe. Monday, when questioned by this newscast about the state of that probe, Police Commissioner Leroy Brummel said a file had been completed and sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions for advice, and that the advice should have been forthcoming by late Monday. But checks today by this newscast at the DPP's office revealed that the office was never in receipt of any report, file, or document from the police in connection with the shooting, and as such was in no position to offer any advice. The DPP would only offer advice when the entire file would be sent, detailing the incident and providing statements and details of the case. Sources close to the office said once the file is sent, it would be acted on. And today reports surfaced too that the police officers who formed part of the patrol that opened fire on the young men killing Shaquille Grant and injuring another youth have refused to be a part of an ID parade. Eyewitnesses, including the young men who were arrested and later released, have indicated that they got a good look of the officers responsible for the shooting death. The crime chief, Silal Persad, was quoted in another section of the press today as saying that while 3 officers may have fired shots that struck and killed young Shaquille Grant, the force has not been able to ascertain just yet which one of those shots was the fatal one. This coming from the same Guyana police force that has in the past presented impeccable evidence linking gunmen to various crimes. We're joined now in Capital News by Royston Drakes, and he reports on the funeral of Shaquille Grant.